Hey guys, let's get this thing set up. Let's get it set up. Um, we're gonna uh, we're gonna just I don't know. We're gonna take it nice and slow tonight. I'm not feeling particularly energetic. Um, it's been a weird day. I didn't do much. And I don't know. I don't feel great about that. I don't feel great about that at all. Because I like to be productive. It doesn't always work out that way. So, we're doing what we can. This, Control-C, Control-V. Probably going to be a fairly short stream. Publish. Let's see who's here and what's going on. Comments removed, huh? Hey Helen, hey Kat, hey Janelle. Oh, hi Janelle. Hey Carla. So, like I said, today was, I don't know, just not a very productive day for me. I kind of got up a little later than I should have. I kind of, hey, Zeeb? Zab? Hey, Zab. I don't, let me see who's, I think I might know who Zeab is. No, wait, yes I do. I know who Zeeb is. Okay. Hey Jade. I realize who you are now, Lorena. Hey Jennifer. Like I said, it's been a fairly, I don't know. I'm just not motivated lately. I need to start exercising. I need to start regimenting myself about getting up, getting motivated, and checking things off my list, because I'm just wasting my days, and that's not good. That's not good at all. I could feel myself getting depressed. I could feel myself getting lethargic and anxious. So I just got to put in the effort, put in the time, and do it. Just get motivated, do something with my life, because this is unacceptable. However, you guys are motivated. You guys are very, I don't know. You guys seem to always have energy to give and good things to bring to the table. Hey, Lynn. I don't know. I have so many different directions that I want to go in. I want to write some stuff sometimes, but it's never the same thing. Like, sometimes I want to write more serious stuff. Sometimes I want to just hunker down and do funny stuff. Sometimes I want to write kind of music related stuff. Sometimes I want to write more film, I don't know, story related stuff that could be put in a film or a television based thing. And I never decide. I never just say, okay, I'm going to do it. And then there's things I want to craft, and then there's things I need to learn how to do. I need to learn how to sew. I need to get on top of doing the vinyl decal stuff. I need to be networking more. I need to be putting in more time with the convention stuff that I'm helping to organize. And I just let the hours pass by, and I don't know where they go. don't know what I did with my entire... I didn't even make my bed today, and, like, I didn't have to do anything. I didn't have any obligations, but I didn't do anything. Hey, Amada. The cat's here. Hi, buddy. Oh, don't be mad at me here. Come here. Yeah, that's pretty good. So that's, how today went. Tomorrow's gotta be different. At least tomorrow I have band practice, so that's something that I have to get done. I get your butt. That's your butt. I guess that. So that's one thing that I'm gonna have to do tomorrow. But I have to decide. I think I just have to decide tonight one thing that I absolutely need to start my day off doing. Get up, eat, start on the thing. Just bleh, do a thing. And I think that's gonna be a crafting thing. I don't think it's gonna be... Should it be a crafting thing? I mean, I have no problem getting up, Kat. It's not that I can't get up. It's just that, once I do get up, I'm just oh, but wait, I gotta wash the dishes or something, and I'll wash the dishes, and I'll be oh, but I gotta, and I'll, do 80 little stupid chores throughout the day. Hey, Elizabeth. And I'll just do 80 stupid little things throughout the day. On top of, it's really the social media that's killing me. I'll just be browsing social media all day. And that's really what's the time killer. And then I'm, the thing about it is, even that, I'm not doing anything. I just get on there, and I try to catch up on everything, and then I look up, and I've wasted an hour and a half. And, that's no good. It's an hour and a half of my day gone. And I mean, today I ran downtown. I actually met Janelle downtown. I, like an idiot, had forgotten my hat, my favorite hat in the world, in her car when we went to do the photo shoot, which you guys saw photos from with the Loki Dark Elsa shoot. And it's the one thing I did with my day, the one thing I got in my car and went out to do was fix a stupid mistake that I made yesterday. So it's not productive. It's almost, I don't know. It's just making up for a thing I did wrong yesterday. Yeah, getting up at 5:30 isn't going to help, because then I'm just going to be going to, I can't go to bed before midnight. Getting up at 5:30 just means I'm going to get up tired and feel shitty. Button, supposed to be up at that time. You're technically still getting stuff done with the chores and whatnot. Yeah, it's not... It's not lasting stuff. It's always... I don't know. It's just daily chores. But, for what it's worth, I finished House of Cards Season 3 today. Because I watched the final episode while I was eating lunch. And, man, God, I love that show. I also talked to a friend. I talked to a friend of mine at home. He's got some stuff going on with his life. Some stuff from his past is sort of burgeoning in his life. So that was nice. I feel like the last few calls I've gotten from him, I sort of didn't get, I didn't pick, I couldn't pick up because of different things that I was doing. Anyways, lately, my brain has been off. I'm not remembering to do things I'm leaving details out of stuff. I'm not even like, just like screwing up more than usual, and that really burns me because that's like a constant thing, like especially with looking for jobs. I'm just like, how can I honestly market myself as someone who's capable of doing work, knowing full well that I screw up just doing my own stuff every single day. And everybody who's hiring, they're always so insistent about, like, we need someone who's detail-oriented and da-da-da-da, which means, like, we need somebody who gets it right the first time. And I'm like, but I fuck it up. I'm gonna fuck it up 3 or 4 times before I get it right. And no one's gonna feel like training me. Like, no one's gonna want anything to do with me past the first day. Man, that's so intimidating. Like, that's so hard to, like, walk in confidently to a place and be like, yeah, what do you got, spreadsheets? I'll manage spreadsheets for you, because, like, I know that I don't ever make 10 typos in a minute, because I never learned how to type correctly, like... Been off for over 2 weeks. Yeah, you and me both, Elizabeth. Well, it's just been a couple of days for me that I've really felt it. Just say you're detail-oriented. Well, Janelle, I mean, the proof's in the pudding, you know? Like, eventually, you gotta... I mean, I know that I can do stuff. I know that I can get things done, if properly motivated. Hey, Zio. It's just, I'm so bad at learning. Like, I know, I'm so intimidated by learning new things because I know I have to be told how to do something 10 times before I learn how to do it. And that's not me accounting, like, that's not me just making excuses. Like, really do, I have to, like, I just don't remember. I get distracted sometimes. Hey, Marie McCat in face. I'll bite your butt. Find some place you like hanging out at and then ask if they're hiring. Yeah, but I feel like if I like hanging out somewhere, it's like a retail store. And if I want to get hired by a retail store, I'm looking at getting paid $10 an hour to be a cashier. And that's not ideal. So, I'll figure something out. I just, man. I just gotta kick my own ass and make a schedule and do it right. So, surprisingly today, Martin Luther King Day, the Postal Service was delivering. I don't know how, I don't know why, but this will be my example of why to never expect that things aren't going to show up in the mail, because Martin Luther King Day, postal holiday, things showed up. No, and Lynn, I'm not trying to shoot you down. It's just I've gotta try to get a job that's better than my previous job. I've got to try to get a job that at least pays as much and provides the same amount of benefits. And retail, I just feel like anything that's accessible to me as a customer that I can like go and walk into, a lot of retail stuff, a lot of like, things that aren't kind of inside a basically an office complex somewhere. They're gonna have their pick of the litter as far as people walking in off the street, and they're not gonna offer a high wage for that. And I've gotta market myself as someone who's got a more specialized skill set, and that's what the web marketing thing is. but I've got to make something of myself first. Yeah, Home Depot. I applied at a Home Depot when I was up in Santa Rosa, and God, that is a soul-crushing place to work. Like, it's that like walking in and like you have your interview in like the employee break room, and the employee break room is like it's like a particle board table with folding chairs around it in this like filthy room with like where like they've never cleaned anything in the past 10 years that the store has been open, but like they've had the floors waxed twice a year every year, but they just wax over all the fucking filth on the floor. So you know if you work there, if you win this job by getting this interview right, you end up working at this place where every meal you eat will be in this filthy room with miserable people who don't know anything or care anything about what they're selling. You're going to be doing every job in the place. You're going to be restocking shelves, ringing up cash register stuff. You're going to be doing customer service. You're going to be doing anything that they'll have you do. For a manager that doesn't know your name, for a corporation that's just going to ask more and more and more of you and give you less and less and less. And I don't know, I've just done it too many times. I've worked for Office Depot. I've worked for a department store called Benny's. I've worked for a bunch of retail stores. I worked for Target for a while, and it's all the same. It's all the same shit where the middle management, they're not even making that much money, and they still look down on you like you're a bunch of assholes. They treat you, there's inevitably the guy who takes way too much of a power trip on you. And it's just, it's just depressing. Home Depot seasonal stuff. I don't even know if there is seasonal work at Home Depot here. There's really, any seasonal, like, the way it works in California is when you get to Home Depot, if they need temporary labor, it's literally there 18 hours a day. Outside of Home Depot, there is an army of laborers at all hours of the day. And they're capable. Like, these are electricians, these are bricklayers, these guys are jack of all trades. If the Home Depot near my house was in any want for labor, all they would have to do is like look around them and they would find it. Like, it's there. But I can do it. Like, I can do this. It's not that I don't think I can find a job. It's just, it's like Amada said, it's a daunting concept of just like, man, there's so many directions to go. There's so many ways to market yourself. There's so many ways to say, I'm a hard worker, I'm punctual, I'm detail oriented, I don't know, just like, I feel really sleazy marketing myself as somebody who's like an alpha type, because I'm not. Like, I'm not an alpha. I'm not a go-getter. Like, I'm somebody who enjoys comfort, and I'm somebody who likes showing up for a day of work, working 8 hours, and then going home. Like, I'm not the kind of guy that feels unfulfilled if I don't, like, go the extra mile and, like, put in so much effort that I'm exhausted by the end of the day. Like, I like to earn my keep, go home. I like to do my job correctly. I like to, do right by whoever is paying me, but the type of personality that I find is very common in LA is the super markety, just like, I'm an actor, like, not even an actor, but like, yeah, I was like in all these programs and extracurricular activities, like, I can do it all. I, ran my own weird business for 3 years and no one's ever heard of it, but trust me, I'm an entrepreneur. And it's like, I'm not that guy. I'm not. But at the same time, I've seen that guy come and be a piece of shit, who doesn't show up to work on time, and he takes days off, and then he ends up leaving because he gets weirdly a better job offer from somebody else who he sold his bullshit to. Meanwhile, I've been there for 3 years, and I know how to, like, when I work a job, I try to do it right. UPS, I could probably look back and say, I screwed up a lot. I definitely, it cost UPS some money at some points during my service there. But I firmly believe that UPS, the supervisor position, was not a position where their employees were given reasonable expectations. UPS is one of those quota-driven operations that every single week they'll look at their employees and say, you need to do more. And the employees will say, we did more than we did the week before, and they'll say it's not enough. And they'll say that every week. No matter how much production increases, they'll just keep asking for more. And it's not fair. It's not possible. And I don't have much remorse about any of the times that UPS lost money because of my inability to manage correctly. Corporate office close to LA, you being a well-known cosplayer would actually be a plus since they support that. Just an idea. Hot topic's worth looking into. Yeah, I think Amada and I have very similar work mottos. Use it as your marketing for yourself. The genuine approach works as much as the alpha approach. Yeah, we'll see. Like, I don't know. Like I said, I'm not afraid of not ever getting work again. Like, that's not the issue. I've done this before. I gotta get off my ass. I gotta set a list of shit to do tomorrow. And tomorrow night, I gotta set another list of shit to do again. Like, I just gotta keep on it. And not be like, I deserve a day off. Like, no days off. I don't get days off. Every day is a day off. I'm doing my own things. Yes, I'm not getting paid for it, which sucks a lot, but I gotta do it. Gotta do it. Yeah, I mean, Lynn, retail is always an option. I would never, like, you're absolutely right. That is my number one choice for, like, in a pinch, I would do retail. Like, that's my favorite type. If I could work retail and make $16, $17, $18 an hour, I'll do it. Like, yeah, that's fine. Problem is, there's no retail jobs for like that around here. People are willing to work for nothing just to be able to scrape by. That's how people end up working at, I mean, Walmart's the perfect example. They're hiring people for $8 an hour. And if they can get it for less, and they'll have people working full-time for them and living off of food stamps because they can. Target's not much better. And, half these, like, smaller places, you're not just working retail. You're, like, fulfilling orders for their online store. You're a machine that makes them a ton of money, and they don't give you anything back in return. It's not rewarding. And it's very hard to escape because they take up all your time. Minimum wage for California, I think, is $10 right now. I think it's $10. So, $10, that's a good amount of money. Unless you live in LA and you're trying to pay for a one-bedroom apartment, which is $1,000 a month, because that $10 job is also that $10 an hour is also for 22 hours a week. Oh, it's $9 an hour. Yeah, okay, so it's $9 an hour. You'll probably get 20 hours a week if you're lucky. If it's not a seasonal job, which would probably be 40 hours for a couple of weeks, and then they bump you down to like 6 hours. It's crazy. Yeah, Janelle, the 15 thing, that'll take 4 years to ramp up into. I know they're fighting for a $15 minimum wage, but that's got to increase by $1 a year. So, you know, yeah, Texas. Costco, I have heard good things about Costco. Actually, one of the cosplay photographers who's around LA works at Costco as like I think he's a manager or something, but he makes a decent living, I think. Either way, I don't want to talk about this all night. Like, it's just something that's on my mind. It's a tough economy, and I gotta find something that suits me. I'd really like to find something that's more web-based. That way I can work in an office with people that I can talk to. I'm not switching shifts out. I'm not, like I said, eating in a break room that's in a retail store where they give you a half hour to, like, run across the street to McDonald's and back. Like, I want to be able to, I really did feel like a grown-up at my last job, and I loved that. Like, and as much as I loved my last job, it's not worth moving to Canada for. Canada's a great place, and I'd love to be there, but I can't trust the company that I worked for to have me go up there and support me for more than a year without booting me out, and saying, well, your job's over, now you're not a Canadian citizen, so you have to leave within like 10 days or something. And I have full faith that that is what will pan out if I end up chasing my previous job to Canada. First of the year, it'll be 11 on January 2017. So yeah. So it's $10 an hour in California now. Jade, you're right. I could take an in-between job. But in-between jobs are a danger in their own right. You end up putting 40 hours of your week into something that you're not looking to make a living off of, and you come home tired, and you don't chase what matters. You don't aspire to anything else, and you get caught up in this thing that's supposed to be in between here and there, but you never end up getting there. You're always just here. And I don't know. I got to make some risks. I got to take some risks, and I got to make some sacrifices, and I got to do it. I got to do the thing. I got to do the thing that's less conventional, but is gonna get me where I'm going. Lynn, like I said, I would love to live in Toronto. I would love to go up there and see all my friends that moved up there from my previous job. Unfortunately, I just don't trust. I don't trust a company that would make me move to Toronto to let me have my job up there for very long. And that's the gamble. Like, I don't mind moving. I just don't want to do it on someone else's terms. So let's get a little more lighthearted with this. I've got a package. I'm gonna open it up. So for anyone planning to move to California, just keep in mind it's tough here like it is everywhere else. there are more opportunities, but there's also more people competing for those opportunities. So, you know, it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. This I don't know who sent this, but I love this because this is my favorite pens. I put these on my list because anytime I go to write something with a pen lately, I have amassed a collection of crappy promotional pens from cons, from hotels I've stayed at, and it's the type of pen that's meant to be used for about a week, and then it dries up and turns into like a useless little plastic stick. So I put some nicer pens on my wish list, and I'm going to use these to write on everything, because I love Pilot pens. They write so nice, and they last a long time, as long as you don't chew on them, and then they'll explode in your mouth. Checking out production assistant positions in the Paramount site. Yeah, the PAs on Paramount, on a lot of the studios, they work very hard, and there's a lot of weird expectations put on PAs, which it's not that I wouldn't turn down a job as a PA, but like they're hired at the base at the bottom, and they are expected to prove themselves like real hard. We had PAs at our last company, and man, they worked their asses off. And they were not shown much respect at all. Like, it was crazy, like, the amount of... Because the people that ended up getting asked to stay on, they performed miracles. Like, they were miracle workers, and then it was like, alright, well, I guess you could be a full, actual producer person if you want to. These, you know, Amada, I think they might be from you. They just don't have there's no actual gift slip on them. So I imagine they are from you. Thank you, Amada, for sending them. I'm going to write in my planner right now. Let me see how it looks. Oh, look at that nice, beautiful line. See this line right here? Yeah. Maybe I could draw a little picture. Let's see what we got. Amada, you've sent a miracle package that arrived on Martin Luther King Day for some reason. I don't know how you got things to be delivered on a postal holiday, but you did it. Pen porn, that's nice. So let's see here, what do we got? See? Yeah, man. The slip must be in the other shipment. I thought they were coming. Yeah, a lot of times, you'll order two very similar things, and they'll come from two different shippers, or the same shipper in two different packages. Who knows why? Nobody knows. Yeah, isn't that weird, Carla? Who would have known that they would deliver on a holiday that the post offices aren't even open? So I'm looking forward to next weekend. Coslyceum is coming up, Steven's going to come down. I think we're going to try and crack out a bunch of Dub Smash videos. And after he saw the photos from yesterday, Steven and I are gonna try to schedule a shoot with the photographer that I worked with yesterday with Janelle. And I don't know, we can make something cool happen. Hopefully, I really want to start giving you. I want to get back to giving you guys some content that you're looking for. Also, I would like. Oh, and Amada's gonna probably hate this. I may start a crowdsourcing site to fund a trip to Dragon Con, and if I can go even further than that, I would really like to be able to go to Gen Con Indy, and if we can go even further than that, I'd like to be able to get out to New York Comic Con. So Dragon Con's the #1 priority just because it's such a huge event, and also I have a friend in Atlanta who's willing to let me stay with him. So that would be actually the cheapest one. But to hey, Bella, I didn't even know you were here. So I'd like to be able to fund those, and it may mean that I have to start offering something. I know I've had these prints forever that you guys have been asking about, but I don't know, like doing the online sales with the prints is just so. I feel like I'm gonna get in trouble somehow with them. I guess there's no reason not to. Okay, so maybe that'll be the incentive. Maybe I can start doing the decals. I can start doing print sales, and I can start doing other sort of incentive things to start driving a little bit of attention towards that. Because I don't think Dragon Con even invites cosplay guests, so it's kind of not really worth being like, hey guys, go tweet at Dragon Con to have us hosted there. I don't even think they invite anyone, and they get the best cosplayers in the world there. Like it's just that important of an event to people that they just want to go, and they're willing to put up their own money for the tickets and the hotels and the planes and everything. So that one, whatever. And then there's Gen Con, which is more of a gaming event, which I don't think I really have. There's no real reason for them to invite cosplayers either. And then there's New York Comic Con, who I'm sure is going to be inviting Jessica Negri, and every other giant, massively important cosplayer in the United States to come out. So they don't need me, who has one costume. But if I can get those 3 cons to happen this year, I'll be super, super pumped about it. And, it's one of those things where I want to tell everybody, like, listen, if you put money into this, I want to make sure you know that I'm going to be using it for flights and hotels and travel expenses. But then those travel expenses get kind of murky because you got to eat. So it's like, I'm like, I don't know. I just feel like I'm going to get caught up on the minutia of like, oh, I'm spending your money on burgers while I'm like in an airport and I'm, eating too well. I should be eating a $5 meal when I'm eating a $15 one or something like that. So I feel guilt about everything. I feel guilt and hesitation about literally everything in my life. And that's how I live. And that's why everything is terrible. Everything's terrible, always. But I don't know. I wanted to stream tonight because Amada's package came in. So that was super nice of her to send me some pens when she didn't need to. I feel like you guys don't talk as much as you used to. San Diego to Atlanta. My bank account tried to kill itself. Oh dear. Oh yeah, Haley, I would definitely go back to ZapCon. I loved ZapCon. I don't know. I'm trying to get them to invite me again. So, that's a possibility. Hello, my little buddy. You wanna go steal the show right now? Yeah? Sci-Fi Soul says need to put that on a shirt. Put what on a shirt? The cat's tail? This is so crazy looking. It's like she's trying to hit me in the head with her tail. You wanna sit down? You wanna come and cuddle a little bit? There you go, bud. Yeah, it seems like you guys are having a secret conversation without me. Oh, that's nice, right? She's been doing this a lot lately, and it's my favorite. She just comes and sits on my lap, and that's all I can ever ask for. Look at that. Yeah, that's pretty good. This is my little buddy. I knew you guys were talking somewhere else. I knew it. This is why I can't trust any of you. You know? This is why I like, don't joke around about, like, being super friendly with people, because you're having secret conversations. Oh, boy. Oh, don't get mad at me just because I kissed your head, bud. That's not my fault. Your head just smells too good. There, now we can both be on the camera. I'm too small to be on the camera if I'm sitting up. So I don't know. Tomorrow's going to be better. Like I said, I at least have band practice. So that's something that I'm going to get done tomorrow. But the morning is going to be the crucial decider of, like, whether or not tomorrow's actually productive. I think it's going to be... Carla, I can't trust everybody. You got secret conversations happening without me, and I don't even know where that conversation is taking place. So I have trust issues. What can I say? My dog keeps stealing toys from the rabbit. Okay, Marie. McDoggy stealer. Band practice Periscope I don't think is going to be happening. I mean, maybe. But here's the thing about the band practice Periscope is I didn't tell them that I was going to do that. And I don't know how they're going to feel if I don't even know now if they know that I did that. So it may not be smiled upon that I did that at all. So, Bella, I'm going to see you at Coslyceum, huh? I look forward to it, alright. So I'm going to talk to them a little more tomorrow about whether or not they want me to be broadcasting what we're doing during practice. Because musicians are funny. As it turns out, when they don't know how to do something just right. Janelle, I'm absolutely in agreement. We should play a club cosplay. Unfortunately, we can't get our set list together for some reason. Maybe it's because we're only practicing once a week for 2 hours. We need more. Yeah, Sci-Fi Soul, if you follow me on Twitter, you should be able to see my Periscope. It's, Periscope runs through Twitter, so it's the same name. Loki_hates_you. Yeah, musicians can certainly be cranky, Haley. So, Helen, like I said, I'm not making any promises or even hints that I will be periscoping tomorrow for band practice. Like, do not get your hopes up for that, because it's a strong possibility that it might not ever happen again until we're ready to play. So, I did it last time, but it wasn't on the up and up, and I feel a little bad about it, to be honest. So, I think what I'm going to do now is go in my phone, open up the notepad, and write out a couple of things that I definitely want to get done tomorrow. Because I have to. I have to do something tomorrow. But until then, I hope you guys have a good night. I'm gonna try and stay focused. And you're going to be more productive than I am, because you people you're above it. You're above all the thing. Yes, exactly, Sci-Fi Soul, a to-do list. Manicure, pedicure, facial. Yes, I want all those productive things to happen tomorrow, Bella. I want to get a manicure, a pedicure, and a facial. But, like, not in the conventional way. Like, all the weird sexual ways. Like, I want to get a manicure, but in the way that porn stars get a manicure. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about. Elizabeth doesn't know what I'm talking about. There you go. So either way, have a good night, guys. I will... Oh, you can hear the purring. I will talk to you soon. I'll probably even talk to you at some point tomorrow. Oh, have a good one, Amada. Library Bards, we will be announcing what our collaboration will be. We've got some more schedule things to work out, so... Not internet or no TV. Yeah, there's definitely going to be some TV. I can't not have a little bit of Netflix tomorrow, because I do that while I'm eating. But I'm going to do something productive as well. Okay, guys, miss you, love you, bye.